Before we start this video, I have one question to ask you. And I need your honest answer. I need honesty here. In regards to my existence, when you were pouring the bisquick, were you trying to make pancakes?
Yes.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Robert Frank 615 checking in from the Sin Bin here on a special edition of Tube Tuesday, where we are going to do a Walking Dead episode 16 predictions, and just go over a couple of theories that we have, and especially that he has. And I'll introduce him in a moment. For my hardcore Robert Frankomaniacs who are subscribed to the channel for gym humor and Q&As with MBJ, we have a new MBJ today. You want to show him your butt, or no? You're all right. Okay, no butt shots for Bobcolts. You don't remember him from the videos, which you should. He's my dad, and he is probably the biggest Walking Dead fan that I know. He's been a fan since the very start, the very beginning of the show, and he got me and Marissa into the show on Thanksgiving. We watched episode 1, season 1, and now we're all caught up to the present episode. So we did a lot of damage in the past 3 months. So what I want to do is I got some questions here that I want to ask him, and who better to ask than one of the best fans that are out there, Walking Dead fans. Coming up to episode 16 of season 6, which is supposedly the biggest episode of The Walking Dead ever. Like ever. Andrew Lincoln, who plays Rick, obviously. Here's some comments from the cast. Andrew Lincoln says that when he read the script, he could not sleep. He was late to work the next day because he couldn't get any sleep. That's how upset he was about the script. Norman Reedus, who plays Daryl, says that not everyone makes it and not everyone is okay with it. Lauren Cohen, who plays Maggie, says she didn't want to show up to work that day when they were filming episode 16. And Ross Marquand, who plays Aaron, said that he had to put the script down quite a few times while reading it. That's how intense and, I guess, upset he was. Your comments?
Well, they're a family. They've gotten to be very close, the actors, and it's you just have to feel what they're doing, and their family, and people are going to die, whether it's one person or more than one person, and it's going to be a major person. It's going to be Rick, it's going to be Daryl, it's going to be Maggie, it's going to be Glenn. One of those major, or more than one.
Out of the Atlanta 5, which is Rick, Carl, Daryl, Carol, and Glenn. We'll leave Morgan out of it because Morgan didn't go to Atlanta with them.
Right.
Who, in this episode 16, who dies?
Well, there's a lot of feed on the internet, on predictions and all that stuff. A lot of people are saying Daryl. My personal opinion, I think it's going to be Rick. Now, people are going to say, get the fuck out of here, Rick. What, are you crazy? But I think it's going to be Rick. And the reason why is I heard some rumors that people are going to think I'm crazy, or where the fuck did I hear this? But I heard some rumors that Andrew Lincoln was on a very short list of being the next James Bond, because Daniel Craig is not doing James Bond no more. Actors nowadays don't want to be typecast. They don't want to be stuck in a role for years and years and years, where anything they do now, they're going to be known as Rick or Daryl, or even though it might be too late for that.
Yeah.
But
the Archie Bunker syndrome.
Exactly.
We have, as we know, episode 16 is going to be the first. We even saw it in the commercial, so it's confirmed. The first appearance of Negan, who is played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan. And he has an interesting take on Negan and his first appearance in the Walking Dead episode 16, which is called, the name of the title is Last Day on Earth. So go ahead. What do you think is going to happen with Negan?
There's all these predictions going on. You know, it's going to be Glenn. It's going to be Rick. It's going to be Daryl. It's going to be Maggie, Carol. All the predictions. Everybody's predicted. Well, the way I'm looking at it is the producers of The Walking Dead are very, very, very smart people. And they don't want anything getting out. They don't want... And they're hearing all these predictions. They're doing it. They're listening. They're reading.
There's spoilers all over the internet.
So, what I'm thinking is that when you see Negan in episode 16, make sure you get a good look because Negan is dying. He's the one that's going to be dead at the end of episode 16. Now, all right. People say, get the fuck out of here. What are you, crazy? He's in the comics. He's this, he's that. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about the comics. If The Walking Dead producers, executive producers, are smart, they'll screw everybody and they'll say, you want a surprise? I'll give you a surprise. Negan is going to die. Now, I'm not saying some of the other people might die, but Negan makes an appearance and he's done.
I would respectfully disagree that that's going to happen.
You can disagree all you want. I don't give a shit.
Chris Hardwick, the host of The Talking Dead, confirmed that Daryl, Norman Reedus, Daryl Dixon, will be a guest on The Talking Dead after episode 16. And I know he always says it doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean nothing. Doesn't mean he's going to die.
Doesn't mean nothing.
But what do you I mean, and again, them announcing this like 2 or 3 weeks ago kind of makes you feel a little bit better that they didn't say surprise guest and then Norman Reedus pops up. But do you think that has anything did that steer your opinion one way or another that he's going to be one of the characters killed off in episode 16?
Well, all right. 2 weeks in a row now. For the people that watch The Talking Dead, which I do, because I feel I love The Talking Dead too, except for what the hell was the
Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson was one of the worst episodes ever, and not too long ago, couple of weeks ago, the comedian, I forget,
JB Smoove.
Yeah, he killed the show too. He was terrible.
Yeah, he was awful.
But anyway, 2 weeks in a row now, you've had characters. You've had the actress that played Sasha, I forget her name, and you had the actress that played Rosita. Were both on the couch, and they weren't dead, and they even commented on not being dead. So it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be dead, but a lot of times it does happen. Everybody's saying Daryl's going to die, but like Chris Hardwick always says, that people are going to revolt if they kill off Daryl. There'll be so much crying they'll need Noah's Ark.
Will Morgan find Carol? Morgan sent Rick away. I'm going to find her by myself, and whatever happens, happens. But don't come looking for me if I don't come back.
Here's my theory on Carol. I hate to say that they're going to revisit what she did
in Terminus.
With Terminus.
I was just going to say that.
But it might happen again. And, I don't know. Maybe, I'm being too stupid. But can they do it again? Can they do Carol Saves the Day Part 2?
Negan seems to have an unlimited amount of fucking men. His saviors are already, the kill count so far is, I think it's close to 60 saviors dead altogether. From No Way Out, the motorcycle gang that stopped Daryl, Abraham, and Sasha. From Negan's compound that had the big satellites on it. There were at least, I don't know how many died there. All the people on the road that have died. This past week with Carol shooting up a bunch of them. It's a lot. And all the survivors, that's what they call them in the comics, the survivors, Rick's group, they've only lost Dr. Denise. Now, here's what I think, and I've mentioned this weeks ago. Well, not weeks ago, because Denise only died last week, but people are like, oh, now Alexandria doesn't have a doctor anymore. Well, guess what? Hilltop had a doctor. So I think that if she's really having stomach pains and cramps or whatever the hell...
Dead.
He thinks the baby's dead. He said that to me earlier. I think she's on her way to the hilltop to find out what's going on. And I think they're going to have some trouble on the road. Let's just put it that way, trying to get to the hilltop. So, okay. So that's pretty much it. And, yeah, we'll be doing more of this. We're going to do another not a reaction video, but a recap video after Sunday's episode. And stay tuned. We want to do a lot more Walking Dead stuff because I'm a big fan. He's a big fan. Marissa's a huge fan as well. So I know a lot of you guys out there are Walking Dead fans. So we just want to put together a little something different other than the fitness stuff. So we're trying to be a little bit more well-rounded here. So thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you soon.
Bye.